voice of the cage.
We have reached the main event of the evening.
This is Voice of the Cage Radio with Patrick Stanger. Fighters, trainers, promoters, events, rumors. If it has to do with MMA, we're talking about it.
This is Tito Ortiz. You're listening to Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
Hey guys, this is Chad Bendis, and you're listening to Voice of the Cage with Patrick Stanger.
Boy, I am a lucky man.
Patrick, I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh, man. All right, let's do this. Hey, welcome to Voice of the Cage. I'm your host, Patrick Stanger. And on the phone, I have the current middleweight champion of the world, Chael Sonnen. Am I correct in that, Chael, or are we back to a contender?
You know, Patrick, it's nice to be on the phone with a fellow Eagle because most of the media tour I'm surrounded by turkeys. So thank you, and thank you for the appropriate greeting. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm doing great. You know, this is the third interview I've done with you. We did your interview for the fight with Stan. I did one with your when you fought on Fox against Michael Bisping. And I'm lucky to get my third interview.
When you got a name like Stanger, you don't have to remind me. I'm not going to forget you anytime soon.
Man, I appreciate you taking my interview, as always. Hey, quick question before we get started. I know you like to handle business right off the bat, so let's go ahead and give the plug for the actual fight. It's happened on 7/7 at 7 p.m. on pay-per-view.
10 in the East and only on pay-per-view. Chael Sonnen Promotions, in conjunction with Zuffa LLC, bring you Sonnen versus Silva 2, the end of the Spider.
Now, I've seen you on just about all the media you've done promoting this event, and I got to tell you, if you don't know about this event by now, if the people out there don't know, I can't imagine that they're gonna know. I mean, because this has got to be one of the biggest fights in UFC history. You know, all hype aside, we've waited 2 years for this rematch. You went 5 rounds with Anderson Silva, and there was some kind of controversial ending. And so now we kind of get to see, well, not kind of, we get to see who is undecisively the champion in the middleweight division.
Yeah, I mean, you got that right. There is nobody else, man. We are heads and shoulders above the competition. It's us two. This is for all the marbles. This is for who is truly the best fighter alive. And I make no apologies and no mistakes. I'm going to leave with that championship one way or the other.
You know, I've met you in person, and you're an extremely nice guy. And it's funny because, a lot of people that have met you know both sides. They know the Chael, hey, I'm promoting a fight. It's like you do this for fun.
Well, I don't promote fights. I pick fights. There can be only one champion, man. This term is mutually exclusive. And you'll hear guys talking about respect and honor and all this other crap that they got from Hollywood. That's not real. This is a fist fight in a steel cage on Saturday night with extremely limited rules, and everything is on the line. And I'm not here to make friends with them or to build memories, man. I'm here to kick ass and take names, and I'm going to get the job done. Easy way or hard way, either way, I leave the world champion. One
of the things that has made news recently is Anderson Silva has come out and said he's going to break your face and he's going to make you eat your teeth. Were you surprised by Anderson's reaction? We're finally speaking up.
These guys in Brazil, that's like their go-to line. You're going to go to the dentist. I'm going to send you to the dentist. I resent the implication that they have dentists like on every corner in Brazil. You can look for a dentist in Brazil, and some witch doctor waves a wishbone in front of your head and hopes your mouth feels better. And these guys keep talking about it like somehow that's going to be intimidating to me. I've never fully understood it.
How many days a week do you do strength and conditioning, by the way?
Everything is for strength and conditioning, but an actual workout that is called the strength and conditioning workout where I won't throw a single punch, will just work on speed and strength. 2 days a week with a coach, and then we have an extremely difficult run on Wednesday or on Sunday, so... In fact, that run is the hardest workout I have to do each week. So I guess I would call that 3.
You take 1 day off a week, right?
I take 1 day off a week. I prefer to take 2 days off, but the way the schedule got set up is for 1 day.
Tell me about the pressure you must be feeling. Are you feeling any pressure?
You got to understand, you have to earn the right to feel pressure. If I was new and I was green and I had to beat expected to do a whole lot. So, pressure is a wonderful thing when it can get put on you because it's a sign that you've earned it. And sure, there's pressures, but so what? There's all sorts of terms that get thrown out that athletes just pretend are real. Pressure, the zone, focus. I always hear about athletes and their focus. That's not real, man. We don't have any ability to focus any more than the guy on the corner. It's just something we say to get people to buy our books. We're just human beings. I feel every emotion. Sure, pressure is one of them, but I don't care. When my music hits those speakers, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to make that walk.
Well, I can see Anderson Silva also having probably more pressure on him than you have on you. He is, he's, claiming to be the current champion, right? We're going to get this worked out. But, the thing is he's got the whole country of Brazil wanting him to beat you down because of all the things that you've been saying about Brazil and, and the personal slams at Anderson Silva. I mean, they're taking it very seriously.
Yeah, again, it just doesn't matter, though. He feels pressure, I feel pressure. What's the difference? Feeling pressure or having a nice, calm head, land a right cross or a left hook in the octagon. His skills are his skills, and my skills are my skills. I am the best fighter that God ever made, not just of this generation. I have been the best for a long time. I could have beat Rich Franklin when he was champion. I could have beat Dave Monet when he was champion. I destroyed Anderson Silva, who's the alleged champion. I've been the best fighter for a long, long time. I just didn't get my shot.
There's a lot of predictions going in your favor out there. There's a lot of UFC fights. I think GSP picked you to win this fight. Did you know that?
I did, and very few things flatter me, but getting a compliment from George is one of them. I think that guy's fantastic.
Yeah. How are you feeling right now? Are you a little worn out from doing all this media?
If I was to describe how I feel with one word, I would just say tired. I'm very, very tired. I haven't slept much in a while. I'm overtrained. I'm undernourished and I'm underslept. I got 20 pounds to lose by 4 o'clock tomorrow. I don't get a start until about 4 o'clock today, so I'm going to have to lose 20 pounds in 24 hours, and that's going to be a bear. And I wish I could have started yesterday, but they've got me so doggone busy that I just can't.
Well, man, I wish you the best, and I hope you get some rest. You're taking tomorrow off, right? All you're going to do is cut weight tomorrow, right? You're going to the weigh-ins, and that's it. No more media, right?
I believe that's correct. I don't actually know.
Is your Twitter Sonnen, CH?
Yes.
Okay, there's been some dispute on whether that was your Twitter or not. Now, you don't follow anyone.
I know that's right.
What would it take to get you to follow me for one day?
I don't see that in your future, but you got my support. You got my support, but I don't see a follow happening for you.
You need the championship belt. That's the only thing you need. All I need is for Chael Sonnen to follow me on Twitter at Voice of the Cage. That's it.
Well done. That's going to go over a lot of people's heads, but I know what you're referencing, and once again, you've managed to impress me, Stanger.
Well, Chael Sonnen, I appreciate your time on the phone. I wish you the best. As usual, I'm going to be rooting for you. I'm going to watch you go in there and back it up. Either way, it's a fight on Saturday night, 7 p.m.,
10 in the East, and only on pay-per-view.
UFC 148. Check it out. Thank you, Chael Sonnen.
Thanks, brother.
Check out Undefeated Radio on iTunes with Raul and Jacob. TXMMA.com for Texas and national MMA news. Talk1370.com for live radio.
Thanks for listening to Voice of the Cage Radio. Email questions, inquiries, and other business to info@voiceofthecage.com. Facebook search Voice of the Cage and like to get the latest Voice of the Cage radio show. To book Patrick Stanger at your next fight promotion, visit voiceofthecage.com.